Right, hey guys, welcome to the RTB podcast, episode 1. So on this podcast, we're just keeping it like conversation format. We've got me, myself, Sean. We got
Coach Brad Rogers.
Coach Wayne here, guys. What's happening?
So we're just doing this podcast to start educating people a little bit more, trying to expand our reach a bit more, help our members, help future members, people who just need a little bit extra help. So we've got a few questions that a few people have sent in as well. We're just going to go through them and see how we can help some people. So in the future, what we'll do is we'll actually add a little link to this first podcast episode where you can submit any questions that you have about nutrition, training, mindset, anything like that. And that's that. So, right, okay, we've got first few questions then. This one's from our members. Talking about meal prep. So this is one of our members. She was saying that she was struggling with prepping her meals, being too busy, not having enough time. So she wakes up early in the morning, doesn't she? She's like, and then she's not back until later on at night. But she was also saying about ready meals as well, and worried about actually eating ready meals.
Yeah, a bit of a phobia with ready meals,
Yeah.
And the use of meal prep companies as well being expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive.
What's the average price for a meal prep company in Liverpool?
£5-6 a meal.
Yeah,
something like that.
£5-6. Yeah.
What's the ones you get? Is it £7 now, or is it still a fiver?
I think it's 65 for 10, so £6.50 a meal.
It's 250 quid a month. Meal prep companies can be quite expensive.
Yeah.
So it just depends whether they work for you. What they do for me is they kind of allow me more time to be more productive without me. My job, you know, whether it's getting stuff done, programs, checking in with clients. So meal prep works for me, and because I work quite far away from where I live, I don't have time to go home, cook, come back. So meal preps will work for me. Some people feel like they're too expensive, they don't taste nice, there's no, flexibility with them. But I say if they work for you, then stick to it. I think a lot of people as well with the ready meals, if we're talking about having a bit of a phobia, are they full of sugar, full of fat?
Yeah.
Nowadays you can get good quality food, guys, and Marks and Spencer's are famous for it. They're 3 for £9 meals. It's the high protein. Aldi are doing 50-gram protein ready meals in 3 minutes at the moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
I've heard so many people talk about the Marks and Spencer's ones at the minute. Actually.
Marks and Spencer's,
It's meant to be really good. So.
But if you're busy and you're on the go, then one ready meal a day, or throughout your working day or throughout the week, a couple of ready meals.
Yeah.
That's not going to do nothing. In terms of halt your progress or make you gain weight, I think it's that people have that perception of because they're ready meals, they're suddenly bad.
Yeah, well, it's because like they say, there's loads of processed. It's all if it's processed, it's bad. Yeah. Even when I first became a PT, I was taught that. I was taught that if it's processed, it's bad. And like this guy, he gave me a list of foods to not allow clients to have, and it was all like ready meals, and then there was even like tomatoes and stuff on there. Because there's certain chemicals in it, and it starts making the whole thing confusing. Whereas you could probably point out, like these people who are worried about ready meals, you can probably point out maybe another 5 things that they're doing wrong in the lifestyle, like the obvious one's alcohol, isn't it? So you might have a drink every weekend or once a month, but then you might be worried about a ready meal. And it's like that's maybe look at like the bigger things really.
Yeah, definitely. One thing's definitely the other.
Yeah.
That's it. Focusing on the calories as well. If you can get a ready meal 300 to 400 calories, you're fitting that within your macros. When you're having one of them a day, and it's a high quality ready meal. You look at the Marks and Spencer's range at the moment, the Aldi range. It's quality. Beef and chicken and meat. It's not the rubbish that you used to see.
And all your macros are all laid out already on the back of the pack. It's easy to scan into MyFitnessPal. Whereas if you do prep your own meals, sometimes you get lazy, don't know what portion sizes, stuff like that. So you can actually be overeating just by thinking that you're eating clean or you're eating fresh or healthy, as they call it.
Well, what's the alternative as well? So this current girl who we've got, and I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who also struggle with this. The alternative will be, okay, let's say you work from 7 AM till 7 PM and you've got no time to prep your meals. Let's say you're just too tired to even take an extra hour. You mentioned that, didn't you? Maybe waking up an hour earlier. But let's just assume worst case scenario. You haven't even got time to wake up.
Yeah, and you don't want to start cooking at 5 in the morning.
Okay, so what's the alternative then? But you don't want ready meals either. The alternative usually is people binging or snacking throughout the day. So it's like, is it better to have that ready meal? That's what I'm doing at the moment, obviously being in here all day, not really going out of the gym. I'm grabbing a little chicken dinner ready meal from Tesco, and it's like 257 calories.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that'll stop me from you know, maybe eating sweets or snacking on biscuits and stuff like that in here.
But you see it then, don't you, Sean? And we see it so many times is, you know, people don't make time for the meal prep, which is fine. You know, I don't meal prep myself, but then that leads on to bad decisions later on. Oh, I've got home from work, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I've worked hard all day, I'm going to go to Chippy, I'm going to go to Tesco, I'm going to binge, whatever it is, and then it leads on to really bad habits, and then that leads to not getting results, all because you haven't figured out how to make the meals either fit into your diary, your time, or you know, how to fit time in prepping yourself. So that could have all been stopped on the Sunday if you would have went to the shop, got your ready meals, and at least knew you've got 5 meals there for the week. So when you finish work, 1 meal a day, you've got your ready meal ready to go.
Plus, actually prepping food doesn't take that long. It doesn't.
That was my question I was going to ask you, actually, obviously, because you are working, you are doing, like, say, you know, 20 of your own sessions and then 20 sessions in a year. How do you manage your prep then?
Well, to be fair, on a weekend, if I'm going to meal prep, like, maybe say Monday to Wednesday, I'll just dedicate a certain hour on a Sunday. Okay. I'll make sure that hour is for meal prep. Do you know what I mean? Just like I would just separating an hour for a client, so it is important. It goes in the diary, and that way then you can't go wrong. Everything else goes around that. Or, to be fair, I use a meal prep company, which everyone always says, if you don't cook for yourself, it always tastes nicer anyway. And plus, it's just so handy. 3 minutes in the microwave, eating on the go, and it's good food as well. It's nice.
What type of meals will you make? You know, for yourself if you're not using meal
prep?
What
so that's actually a really good question, actually, because when I do meal prep, I'm just your classic chicken and rice person, and there's only so much you can eat of that.
I know.
So unless you're actually good in the kitchen and you can be bothered and you're actually willing to dedicate really good recipes into your plans and stuff, meal prepping companies are brilliant. But
use sauces and spices and all that. I know we're spending a bit of time talking about this, but it's like, it is a big part of it.
It is a big part,
But people will often then say, they'll get worried, it's because of all the misinformation out there, isn't it? It's like, well, sauces, but isn't there sugar in that? And it's like, well, yeah, but we're not talking about a big, massive sweet and sour chicken dish where you've got like a whole tin of, you know, sweet and sour or Don sauce. You're talking about like a little bit of sauce on top of your chicken. So like, you know, sauces, spices and herbs,
I think people have this view in meal prep as well, like everything looks like the body coach's meals where they look immaculate on the plate. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't need to be like that, it just needs to be something you can eat and grab on the go. But it's still tasty and still like filling with protein.
I've seen people like that in the past where like they want to be able to have like 6 meals a day and then a different meal every single meal, and then every day different. And it's like, I'm not a chef, like I can't like give you all these crazy
There's that rule of thumb as well, isn't it? We only ever eat like the same 10 or 12 meals, so you can, you know, you can be creative, you can use different spices, you know, no one wants to be plain boring food, but you know, there's got to be a staple, a foundation of consistency. So I'm not there wanting to make these fancy, you know, meals at home. I'm literally just filling in the gaps that I need to, because I know my other meals are already prepped for me. So it's just being sensible. It's making time and putting a bit of thought into your week ahead, guys. I see it so often. People come into the week, haven't got the shopping done, haven't got the meal preps done, whatever it is. They haven't even thought about how they're going to have a good chance of being successful with their week of eating. First day, Monday, I'm going to get a chippy on the way home. Week gone, not going to the gym. And then before you know it, it ends up in either, you know, packing in the gym, or you're not seeing your results, or you end up moaning. me and Brad, because you'll start next Monday, and that Monday will always be the next Monday. So
it's always just a case of if you know, if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
Do you know what? Right? I mean, like obviously it's the next topic really that we've got to talk about, but there's so much like stress, anxiety, and worry around not just obviously training and coming to the gym, but like everything, like the nutrition, like we're talking about. It's like people feel like they need like those secrets. What's the secret, rather than just keeping it simple. I think that's what's always worked best for me, like and the gym, is just keep things simple. It's the calorie deficit. But yeah, like going on to the next subject, we had someone emailing, and they were saying about gym anxiety, and been training with us for a little bit, and but this is quite a common theme across a few people, isn't it? It's always being super anxious when they're coming into the gym. It's the fear of the unknown.
It's you're right, Sean. You know, it's something even as little as 5 years ago, before I started this journey, I'd hate going into the men's section in the dumbbells, because I was skinny, I was fat at the same time, I wasn't strong, and it is, gym anxiety is real, it's out there, we all go through it. no matter how advanced you are, we're all only trying to get better. But it's not nice to see, you know, especially when clients don't feel comfortable, and that's an atmosphere we try and create at Raise the Bar, isn't it? Make you feel comfortable, well, you know, and actually...
So why do you say men's section?
Exactly.
As well?
Exactly.
It's not a man's section,
it's just
is
a dumbbell area.
It's what we know it as, because only the fellas go there. Yeah. Because often, you know, I think, you know, men got into fitness before women, didn't they? Yeah. Like, you know, in general, like, it was always male bodybuilders originally, so obviously what we're seeing these days now is women start to catch up a little bit.
Well, look at 10 years ago, like, the amount of women that didn't barbell train compared to now with all these, like, small gyms like Raise the Bar, you know, CrossFit style gyms, you know, locally that are opening.
And why didn't they barbell train? In case they go massive.
In case they gain too much muscle.
Yeah.
Which is something I'm still trying to do.
That's my line.
But it's confidence, you know, it's something we all struggle with. We all want to get better, and you know, we've all been in that position where you feel a little bit of anxiety in yourself, or you're comparing yourself to others, when for me it comes down to focusing on what you want to achieve, and are you doing better than what you did last month, and you know, making sure that you're just making small steps to getting better. I find I see a lot of clients, especially on the females as well, is they want to be here right now. You know, they want to, you know, be here for a week. Why am I not seeing this amount of progress? And then that'll create that fear of I'm not getting anywhere and seeing results. Yeah. And it's all about ticking the boxes, taking it step by step, guys, and trying to just better yourself. Whether that's doing 3 sessions instead of 2, whether that's doing a little bit more weight on the deadlifts, whether it's just coming in and getting it done. I've done a post about this last night, about whether you trained at 5 AM in the morning or 8:30 at night. Well done, because it's hard. Yeah. We're all busy, we're all, you know,
progressing as well.
We've all got our journeys, haven't we?
Me and Wayne preach about it all the time, and we still get asked the question, but what's the point in writing it down? Writing stuff down so you can progress over time. Yeah. Just little bit by little bit, week by week. And that's how you'll start achieving those goals.
Yeah. When you first started the gym, Brad, 2.5 years ago, was it?
Yeah, 2.5 years ago.
Did you have an initial bit of gym anxiety, or was you okay? Obviously, you was coming from the army, so you've got a little bit more of like...
I used to actually train before I joined the army, and I actually got myself in really good shape because I prepared, obviously, for going in. But then when I was in there, I let myself go. Like, I weren't happy with how I looked.
When you was in the army, you mean?
Yeah. And you could even say it. Yeah, my mindset was terrible when it comes to the gym. There was a few of us who were more into like the drinking culture and stuff, and we'd laugh at the people who actually went to the gym. You know what I mean?
I've been there.
Like, why would you do that? Yeah.
I used to be like that with my brother when I was younger. He used to go, what are you doing going to the gym? And here's me, end up being a personal trainer.
Yeah, same as me. Like, so when I first posted actually that I was a personal trainer on Facebook when I left the army, I actually got a lad to look at me, so there you go.
I used to be a little bit the same. I think one of the best bits of advice you can give someone, especially when you're starting out, like practical advice to start the gym and keep it up, is do it with someone. Yeah. Is like do it with a friend, or I mean I think that's one of our unique selling points here, is the fact that it's trying to take the core elements of one-on-one training, the accountability, the support, individualised approach, the body stats, but then also putting them in that group of like-minded people.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, Sean. Yeah. Even just this morning, we've had 2 girls there. I won't name them, but they've both got, you know, same similar goals, getting married this year. Yeah. And they were both talking in session there, and they were like, let's hold each other accountable. Let's see each other at 7 AM and hold each other accountable. Let's try and lose £1 a week. And they both set themselves goals, and that'll always help, because the same when if I train with Brad, you're pushing each other, you're holding each other accountable. You know, you've got someone to kind of, are you training today? You know, you've got kind of a gym buddy, which is only going to help you progress yourself, because you'll usually train that little bit better as well. So we try and invent that, we try and create that, don't we? The support, the community, the accountability. Yeah. It's so important, because, you know, most of the time, if I didn't have a PT, I would not go to the gym, because I'd go the easy route. I've worked long hours, I've been up since 5 AM. I don't want to train, but that's why I've got like a mentor / PT, because it helps me.
Well, one of our members actually put on the group today, didn't they, that they want to go out at like not in gym hours and actually bond. Yeah. And another comment was, we can discuss our goals. Yeah. And that was brilliant. I was like, that's what we want to create.
I love seeing that stuff. Yeah. It's funny though, because so obviously accountability is great. Wayne, you've got a trainer. Phil's trained with Dean before. You know, like everyone kind of, a few people train with Phil, and Laura trains with Phil, and like everyone kind of trains together to have that extra accountability. Even I feel terrible when I'm training by myself. But what a lot of people would actually say is, they'd say, okay, I like training with a friend, but then some people are terrified of that kind of getting into that competitive nature.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Because then they think that, okay, well, if I don't like being competitive out of fear of failure. But one way I always see that as like, well, even if you are competitive, I used to train with people who were far more advanced than me, and I used to try and be competitive with them, not to try and beat them, but to try and, because I knew it better myself. I know that, like, okay, this lad I'm training with, he's going to be squatting 180 kilograms before me, but if I try and keep up with him, maybe I'll get to 170. Whereas by myself, I might have only got to 140.
It's that mentality, and it's Sean, of setting yourself around people who are a little bit better than you, because that raises your game. That's if you're the best in the room, then are you progressing? So, you know, if you're seeing girls in the group who are a little bit stronger than you, all lads, then, you know, speak to them, ask them what their goals are, how they've done it, what their journey is, because everyone will always learn from everyone, and the more we all communicate together, the more we'll grow together as well and get better results.
Have you ever been in like the normal gym, just like a commercial gym, and anyone come over to you and go, "Oh mate," and ask you like a little question?
100%.
I've had that a few times. I like that. You know, when you get like a younger lad come up to you and go, "Oh mate, you know, I was just thinking how to work shoulders," and it's like, good on you, because like I was scared to do that.
Even last week, Sean, up in the gym with a train. On the weekends, I was asking someone how to use the machine properly. He was a clear bodybuilder. He was clearly more advanced than me. Because I'm learning, and you know, don't be afraid to ask for help, because you won't know until you get it. So that, I think as well, like, that'll put us on to like setting realistic goals, Sean, won't it? And expectations.
As a whole as well, they're in the same building to do the same thing you are, and that's better themselves. So people will talk to you, don't know? Do you know what I mean? That anxiety and that mindset, that shouldn't be a thing, because everyone is actually just doing the same thing as you are. And that's bettering themselves, whether it's lifting weights, doing cardio, it doesn't really matter.
It's better to, I put that status up this morning, didn't I, saying about, you know, you're better to try and at least maybe come up short or fail, than to just be the one who's sitting on the couch all the time. And I know people have the, like, someone commented on it and looked like they took a bit of offence to it. It seems like maybe because they'd had a tough upbringing or something like that, but I remember there was a perspective, so I can't remember who it was who taught me, but they said, for every time, if you've got bad circumstances, there's someone out there who's got equally bad circumstances, if not worse, who's crushing it right now. And it's like, you know what, it's true, like, you can't really use excuses like too much. Obviously there is people out there who really can't train, but for the most part we hear, you know, excuses from just people who are completely fine and normal. There's a train girl, one girl, and she had one leg, and she's like, "Sean, whatever you give me, I'll do it and I'll try." And I used to love that attitude, just like the can-do attitude.
It's
so you'll come in with one leg, but some people won't train if it's raining.
It tends to be the days that you like you don't give as much effort, or you know, you skip your meal, or you have a bad binge. It's the days that you do tell yourself the excuses, you know, the BS that you tell yourself, "Oh, I'm tired," or "Oh, no, I'm allowed to have that snack or that treat," or whatever it is. It comes down to you're just lying to yourself, really.
And I'm a proper firm believer in like the sessions that you don't want to do, and the ones you drag yourselves are the ones that count the most. I'm a firm believer in that, mate.
So, but if it's in your lifestyle, it should never even be a debate, really.
It shouldn't be, no, but I still get days, me, where I think, I still try and make excuses for myself. I just might not have time to fit it in, or oh, probably won't have time to, I've got a client at 6, oh, I don't think I'll get back. And then you get there, you kill it, and you feel so much better. And that's all about that gym mindset as well. You go in the next day on a roll and not thinking like you're starting again or anything like that.
You're always going to have hurdles as well. Like, always, there's always going to be maybe something that will throw you off in your day. You might get a bit of bad news, whatever it is, could stop you from training or progressing or getting your meal prep, whatever it is. So it's learning to overcome them obstacles and trying to say, no matter what happens to me today, I am still fitting in time for my fitness and my health. And I don't get that right all the time. I'm really honest about my struggles, you know, and my battles. We all have them. It's just learning how to break them down. And when you do that, and then when you do hit your goals, There's nothing better, there's nothing more rewarding than this to show.
Yeah, and that's the biggest stress reliever you can have, the gym, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
Well, leading straight into goals, because we have a lot of people, it seems like, who always struggle with goal setting. We get a lot of people messaging the page, messaging on Instagram, and they don't actually know what the goals are. As you're saying there, it's important to define your goal first, because let's face it, if your goal is I want to lose 10 pounds on this detox diet for my holiday next week, do you think you're going to stick to the gym when you get back off your holiday? Of course not, because your goal was so ridiculous and so unsustainable. Or if your goal is, I want to, if I lose a few pounds, and I'll be happy. It's a very low level goal, so then your actions are going to reflect that. Then you're probably not going to go to the gym that much. You're going to skip it easier. Whereas if Braddy boy comes and goes, I want to be the next big bodybuilder, his actions are going to reflect that, and he's going to be at the gym 6-7 days a week. And like you've said, you've got proper muscle gain and strength goals right now, so it's like that's your actions are now reflecting that. So I think the first thing to do is set your goal, and something that's like silly, specific as well, like stupidly specific.
Usually what helps, like for me, is an occasion. There'll be a time in the year that I want to be in the best shape. So this year for me, it's like going on holiday to Vegas. I'm obviously going to have my top off. I'm going to be around my mates. I want to look the best I've ever looked. So that's my big goal. That's driving me through my bad days, my good days. That's the end result at the moment. When I come back from that, I'll reset again and go again. My birthday then a couple of months later. So little things like that. It doesn't always have to be, I want to lose 4 pounds next week. Just say by my birthday or by an occasion or a holiday. And then you've got that emotional attachment there that'll help drive you through.
And then break it down. So if your holidays in 4 months' time and you want to lose £8, £2 a month, it's not. Do you know what I mean? It's not.
Big goals always easy when you break it down.
Of course, make a small, a medium, and a long-term goal maybe.
Well, to go back to the first step of that then. What's your overall goal? Because I know that I'm going to be training for as long as I can until just till the end of days for me. I know it's going to be a part of my lifestyle. Why are you going to do that? Like, why? Because obviously the birthdays, the holidays, the Christmas, stuff like that, they're all goals. But then, what's your overall total goal? Because that's where it all starts, isn't it? Why are you in here?
For me, it was it was a real insecure. I was always wanted to have an athletic body. Be more confident at talking to girls, and that's my big goal, and looking better, because I've never had a gifted athletic kind of look. I've never been born with loads of muscle. It's only just slowly happening now. So it's that being that complete package of, for me, being more confident, being a better person, teaching me what hard work actually gives you, and rewards, and that relates with anything in my life. Is if I want something, I've got to put the work in to get it, and there's nothing more than getting under the bar and trying to lift and set a goal and lifting heavy weight, because that will just reference what life is like. If you want to get something that's like a house, you've got to work hard. Getting up at 5 AM, finishing late nights. The work's got to be put in, and if people don't say to me, Wayne, why do you want to be stronger? Because it teaches you. It teaches you so many good things about what you can actually refer to in life. You know what I mean? It teaches you hard work, dedication. It teaches you attitude. Respect. Discipline. You learn discipline. All these different things that are just a byproduct of weight training and fitness and health. You know what I mean? So that's my little goal, big goal kind of thing.
See, now look, listen to how much that was almost as it.
That was good.
Hey, was that a speech or something?
Just write that down.
Go off in.
That's the next ad. That clip right there.
Is it? With a little guitar, little piano in the back.
Yeah, little sad music, but then it goes to happy music at the end.
Samuel.
Everyone's being like that. Wayne's going on, Wayne's going on.
You're gonna be the new me.
Yeah.
But you see how.
Get the tissues.
I've got little teeth. You see how much more powerful that goal is than I want to look a little bit better. You know what I mean? That's so it's a lot of the clients, a lot of the people who first come to you, they have that very surface level goal of, I want to look a little bit better.
It comes down to, Sean, because people are scared of doing what I've just done there, is open up and going right to the core of what this is down to. It could be you know, there's so many different things it could be. You know, we all want to lose with a little bit of weight, we all want to get a little bit bigger, but there's always a deeper emotional attachment.
Yeah.
And if you can pull on that and use that to drive you, you're on a winner then, aren't you? You know what I mean?
Well, what's your big why, Brad? Come on.
I see, I'm laughing in myself a little bit because mine isn't like as deep as that really.
But that's fine. But what's the overall big reason?
Mine, honestly, so I look good.
Look good? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you want to look good though?
Honestly, it's so like, it's so vain and so... But I love it, mate, when people just go, Brad, you are looking good, mate.
Oh, nice.
And I'm not asked. If someone goes, lad, watch out there, big lads, or fucking arms on you there, lads, or anything like that. Yeah. I love that, mate, and I'm not bothered. And when I'm older, and when I'm in my 50s, 60s, and I'm lying on the Costa del Sol, I still want to be in top shape, mate.
Oh, totally.
But that's also going to transfer into another long-term goal, which is that comes with being in shape and being fit, and so you can play with kids and your grandkids and all stuff like that.
Totally, that's good, lad.
Yeah, that's good. But so you know, you got your 6 human needs. That plays into significance because you know when you start getting people noticing and you're developing as a person, as Wayne's just said then, you know, getting stronger, getting bigger, you're putting in the hard work. People recognise that through your physicality, the physicality of you, don't they? So that makes you feel a little bit more significant and makes you feel, oh, do you know what, right? Hard work and people are noticing it for me. Yeah. So that's good. Is you got to feel. What some people do is they'll get a compliment and go, so-and-so thinks I look good. Maybe I should reward myself now. And you go into the rewarding mindset. Whereas it fuels you, doesn't it? It fuels you to go more and more and more.
And it does, because that's now my favourite hobby. That's not more I like doing than
I think that's where loads of clients, like we've changed so many people since Raise the Bar open, but is getting a sniff of results and then going, I'm going to reward myself, I'm going to go out, I've lost my weight. And you see people lose, you know, 8-10 pounds and then boom, put it straight back on, or even people who get the big massive goal of say 33-4 stone, whatever, and then I'm comfortable now. And they slowly but surely over time, you know, a lot of people are able to reference this to this is that you'll gain the weight because you're feeling comfortable, you're rewarding yourself. I've lost the weight, and within 6 months you're back to pretty much where you began. I've seen it so many times. And it's understanding that the journey doesn't stop when you hit your first goal. It's got to be laid, there's got to be something else, it's got to keep going. The goalpost must always move, mustn't he, Sean?
Totally.
Comes down to anything, fitness, business, whatever that is.
Well, it's like you get there and then it's like, right, I'm done. It's like right, okay, I want to lose a stone. Once again, very surface level, tip of the iceberg. Lost the stone. Right, I'm done now. Right, see you later. Same in business. It's if we say, right, we want to get to this many members, I want to get this much equipment. Right, we got there, done, let's all sit back now. It's going to eventually come back down again. It's just like anything. There will always be a rise and then a drop if you're not continuously trying to grow. And it's we talk about this every week, don't we? But it's almost the same in, you know, weight loss and improving yourself, self-development, as it is in business and your finances and stuff like that. You've always got to stay on top of it. If you're in your job, you know, you're just kind of getting by.
Coasting
mentality.
You're not going to get the promotion.
It's hard as well, Sean, as well. You're not, like, say the space of this year, you're not always going to get results, guys. You're not always going to lose fight. You're not always going to get stronger. You're going to have moments in a year where you know, you kind of just staying the same. You maintain. But as long as you're staying on the journey, I don't lift heavier every session or have a boss session every session. But as long as you're on the journey and you're staying at it, then you'll get, you know, you'll get the peaks and the troughs and you'll get the results. It's when people go, oh, I'm maintaining, I'll go up a little bit, and then, oh, that's it, fall off the bandwagon, quit the training, pack it in, and then before you know, at the end of the year, you come into January, oh, I need to start my fitness again because I messed, you know, I haven't done it. So it's you're just making the job, the process twice as hard, twice as long. Get used to understanding that you're not going to get results every week. The body just doesn't work like that, you know, and the mindset as well.
And what it is as well, like realistic expectations, do you know what I mean? Like we've already just covered it then, but it's especially in the world that we're living in now, with social media and so many fitness models and celebrities.
28 days to abs and all that.
It doesn't work. It took me a long time. If anyone's actually seen my transformation photo, that's over 3 years, it's a long time. But straight away, I weren't expecting that in a month. I knew it was going to take a long time and a lot of hard work, but it does come, do you know what I mean? It's consistency.
When we do like stuff like our 28-day transformation program, our 6-week transformation program, or it's currently 16-week transformation program, we always say on the page, it's a kickstart.
It's a kickstart, yeah.
It's a kickstart. That's it. It's not the be all and end all. And then if you decide to stay on after that, then brilliant. Let's work on the long term. Yeah. But we can definitely help you and instill some good habits and that at the start. But ultimately, it's up to you. We can't hold your hands the entire way. Yeah. You've got to take a bit of responsibility at some point.
Responsibility, and get used to the fact that it's gonna be hard work. You've got to work your balls off to get in that shape that you want to get to. It doesn't come easy for any of us. The effort is all the same. Yeah. It's got to be put in, and you know, as long as you're willing to put the effort in, work hard, give it a bit of time, you will see results, because we all do, and you know, many of our clients have had amazing results, and
especially at 16 weeks.
It's going into this year, 4 months is plenty of time to change the way you
change your habits, learn technique about lifting, why we're lifting, when we should lift, what we should eat, how we should eat. Me and Wayne will teach everything, all of that.
It's a lifestyle, guys. It's not a 16-week and then that's it. I'm in shape, and then 4 weeks later you've gained all the weight again. It's a lifestyle. Get used to exercising. Get used to watching what you're eating. Make a habit of it, because
enjoy it.
Make, you know, have fun. You know, that's what we try and do as well in the sessions. Is try and be serious, make sure the form's good, we're lifting heavy, we're progressing, but
we have a laugh.
Have a laugh at the same time as well.
The best workout routine's the one you can stick to, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always the one you can stick to.
That's like 32 minutes now, but guys, like, you know, obviously I hope there's been some value in this podcast. We're going to make this a regular thing. We'll actually decide on like a schedule after this. And it's just going to be conversational format, like this 30 minutes episode. If you do need any advice whatsoever when it comes to fitness training, lifestyle, nutrition, anything at all, supplements, pop us a message, drop me a message, Wayne a message, Brad a message.
Happy to help.
You can message our page as well, and you can always come down and you can do a taster session with us if you'd like to. If not, you just need a little bit of advice, let us know. We do consultations too. But yeah, we're all here to help. Hopefully this has been...
No question's a stupid question, probably. If you're thinking it, someone else is probably thinking it as well.
And don't forget, guys, raise the bar!
Are you raising the bar? See you later! Hi guys, welcome to Raise the Bar Liverpool, where we specialise in something we like to call transformation training. So if you'd like to get results, build muscle, lose fat, and get in the shape of your life, then come check us out.